Hey guys, Daniel Master 87 here, and today on our Underutilized Perk series we will be looking at Distortion and Thrilling Tremors. Now Distortion is a very power creeped perk if you ask me, which is ironic because if I'm correct in the Survivor order, Distortion came out long after Laurie Strode. And I mention that because the perk that directly power creeps this perk is Object of Obsession. And I guess it didn't used to because originally Object just let you see the killer at any time if you looked at his direction. But the new one, it definitely power creeps this one because it basically says that whenever the killer sees your aura, you see their aura. So the purpose that this perk fills, that perk also kind of fills. You're able to find out what information perks the killer is using. Now maybe you could go more basic with this perk and what you're trying to do with it, because Distortion, how it works is you start with 3 tokens. Whenever your aura would be shown to the killer, then for the next 10 seconds, Distortion, it uses up a token and your aura will not be shown to the killer. Oh, and you also do not leave scratch marks. I didn't know about that part. But whatever, no one runs it for that. Distortion also does not activate when you are dying or in a trap. So if you're just a newer player and you're using this just off of a first glance, you're trying to hide from the killer by not letting him see your aura, and that's as far as your thinking goes. But the more advanced players like myself use this to say, okay, one of my Distortion tokens got used up, that means the killer has a perk or an ability that lets him read my aura. So you can just use that to decipher like what kind of what perks that give the killer information they don't have and which ones they do have. Like you're healing and you're in the killer's terror radius, it's like, okay, if I lose a token, the killer has Nurse's Calling. If I don't lose it, he doesn't have it. Or if someone gets hooked far away and you lose a token, okay, the killer has Barbecue if you lose a token, and he doesn't have it if you keep your token. The problem is sometimes your tokens can get used up extremely fast because the token only saves you from aura reading for like 10 seconds. So if the killer has Undying, which lets you see survivors' auras when they're around a totem, then they just get used up passively. And the thing that really makes this perk fail in my eyes is the fact that you can start with 3 tokens, but there's 0 way to gain any more tokens after that. I feel like this is an incomplete perk just for that. But there's not much else to say about this perk. I'm gonna get into a match and see how it turns out. And it's a sad day when everybody on this game is saying, if you don't like the game, play a different game. Like Civilization, right guys? BS hit. There's a hex there. Let's heal up. But it's literally like the Patrick meme. Let's get our problems and push them somewhere else, instead of addressing the game's imbalance. No one's gone down to this killer yet, so that's a good sign. Especially when she's getting crazy hits like that. I know where a hex is, so I'm gonna put it out immediately. Just no one lead her to it, please. She doesn't have Undying because we still have our token. I don't think she has barbecue because I think we were close enough to have our ores red. I don't think she had nurses because we were healing up there earlier. Ran right into him. Why is he trying to 4%? Dude. I swear to God, the only time survivors lose is when they don't want to win. He seriously just gave him that freaking hook stake for free. This person only has to be downed and hooked one more time instead of 2 more times because of their idiotic play. Okay, we just lost our token, so I think the killer does have nurses calling. That's important to know. Trying to find my way around to this person. That room sucked. Heal here or do something. Okay, let's do it. We gotta gin rush the killer at this point because we're handicapped from that freaking Meg 2 hooking herself. Okay, barbecue as well. That's her out of the game. Let's finish this gin and save the Jonah. Or we could heal first. No, he's 4%ing as well. He just had to do that. I hope my ore didn't get seen. It's pretty much over for us now because 2 people didn't want to win. Okay. Yeah, I dare you to blink downwards. Has that girl seriously not healed herself yet? I can hear her working on the gin up there. She'll get downed. Oh, he just didn't chase that person, I guess. I thought he was. Because he was blinking, you know. This nurse has no freaking clue where I am. I'm able to go between levels so quickly at this point. I can hear below. She hit the wall. I've got to get out of this freaking room. Nope. The game made you whiff for some reason. Imagine if these guys had stayed in the game and actually took this killer on a chase like I am. We'd be out of here. You can do mind games like that on Killer. A lot of survivors don't even bother. They're just like, must hold forward in a straight line and let the killer hit me easily. Oh crap. How did she even get down there? She just blinked below her. That caught me off guard. So she can either leave the Gen 99 or finish it and then reveal her location to the killer. If I had Deliverance, I could have used it now. She dead hard and still got hit through it. That's crazy. Well, now there's no choice but the 4%. This was an easily winnable game, but the other guys decided to throw it just because they felt like it. I personally don't like this match, so let me screw it up for everyone else involved. That's how selfish they are. They seriously gave so many free hook stays to that killer, and then there was just 2 of us. So stupid. No lethal pursuer, because we didn't lose a token. Probably gonna push to the gym now. No, he stayed on that guy. So now he's chasing someone who's not on the gym. Meanwhile, the guy who's on the gym me is still doing it. That's why I know what I'm talking about when people talk about pressuring gyms. Seems like every time I try to start up a discussion on the forums, my skill keeps getting called into question. And my experience. Like they're just talking to some rank 20 who doesn't know what he's talking about. They haven't seen my videos for sure. He's got barbecue, because we have distortion, and we just lost a token. Are they gonna put down a boon or what? Circle of Healing. That person kind of looks like they had, fixated. He's just gonna camp for the one hook, maybe. Gonna do this gen. Yeah, he's just gonna camp for the hook trade or the 2 hook. You probably could have got that if you were more efficient with your movement. I need you guys to make a play real quick before he goes to second stage. Oh, no. This is... no. Okay, make arm off before second stage. But if he did go to second stage, I was gonna say that's what inefficiency looks like. You're leaving the gens to save the guy, but you're not actually saving him. So the killer's getting rewarded by you guys not doing the gens. That person didn't run to the Circle of Healing for some strange reason. The guy who's injured went for the save again for some reason. Am I right? Yeah. It was the Zarina. They gotta fix that audio bug. Every time Nemesis pulls out his power or something, it does a funk sound or whatever. We'll see where everyone else is with Kindred. Darn, he spotted us. Oh no, unhook. He didn't get slowed down at all by me running into him, by the way. What the heck is up with that? You're gonna risk a DS. And she didn't have it. Good for you. Why did you get off the gen so soon? Now he knows I don't have borrowed. Tinkerer. Maybe activating on our gen. No, not quite. It's about to. Yep. This is the last gen too. Gotta hope she has borrowed this time. It really is a shame that I have to be the one to keep going for saves. Okay, free sprint burst. Darn it. Wasn't sure if that would reach us or not. Why would they move the boom? Wait, where is it? Out of my way. Oh, the freaking zombies there. He has no way out. I should cure myself as well. Darn, he's putting her right next to the exit. And they haven't touched it either, have they? That's unfortunate. They just came unblocked, I guess, because these guys are just getting on that. I've got to recover my stamina. I'll go around. I need to recover my stamina more. Okay, Zarina, push in. Go, 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 go. No, why would you run like that? Darn the zombie. Okay, he's away. We didn't make it in time. Nah, he can't get me there. Or are these guys? Did they go to the boon or did they stay over here? I can't hear them. There's one. We'll heal here. Whoever put that boon there is like so bad at using boons. We were nowhere near that spot the whole game. It was better left over here. I'm pretty sure he didn't snuff the boon earlier either. They just placed it in that stupid spot. Alright, I have to bait the hit. You guys have to unhook because I don't have BT. He's got save the best for last. Yeah. He's recovering way too quick from that. I'm gonna go around and try to pick her up. Oh my gosh, where's the last guy? Freaking zombie! You're gonna have to whip me if you want to get me down. Sorry, Zarina. The game screwed me because it prioritized the paladin instead of healing the person. They made it so difficult though. Like their movement from getting hit was not good at all. As y'all see that David. And then they placed the boon way the heck over there where we're not even close to. Yeah, he's hitting people on hook now. He had barbecue and what else? Yeah, I suppose we could have deduced all these perks on our own. We knew Save the Best for Last, Barbecue, Tinkerer earlier in the game, and No Way Out. And then Shattered Stars badge, which I literally didn't even see come into play, because the zombies were so useless that game. That's kinda sad. Nemesis again, I guess. He's chasing us in corrupt land, so it's not that bad. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty bad chase for him. Use the sprint burst to get out of here. It's such a slow vaulting animation. If he had readied his tentacle up, he probably wouldn't have got us here. For God's sake, I thought he'd continue the chase. I was gonna say, if we dropped the pallet early, he's still in tier 1, so he wouldn't be able to break the pallet with his tentacle. And the nearest cure is right here. I have a feeling he hasn't got Marvin's blood, or else he'd be in tier 2 already. People seem to be super dependent on that add-on for Nemesis. Someone seems to have picked up our gen that we started on. Oh boy. I can heal you right here. That's his first down. Now we can jump on this gen. Someone's finally putting their boon down. He's in the basement. He'll never make it back up in time. He wasn't even headed our way. Too soon to say whether he has barbecue or not. He doesn't have bitter murmur or nurses. See, I hate people who play like that. You go through the effort to go all the way down into the basement, yet you don't unhook the guy even after you've taken the hit. They're just giving the killer free pressure. Dang, that could have been our chance, but then again, I don't have borrowed time. I hate that I keep having to be the one to get the save. Like I'm not the only guy here. Vaults the window for some reason, and then they're not there to get the guy. What is he doing? That movement was confusing as heck. Okay, I'm not going down near basement again because these guys can't handle it. Sprint burst. I'm just gonna get back on my gen. The death hook guy is healed up. Good. He might even have agitation for how loud his music is when he's carrying somebody. He stopped to kick the Jin apparently. What? Dude, that was so delayed. I dead-hearted that, man. Freaking rip-off. The Jill almost gave him another free hit because she was spinning like that. At least now they can see each other. And his aura if he's too close. They're really not pushing Jins all that well for how much he's camping here. He's gonna come back. It's a free unhook. Please have B2. You do not. That hit me somehow, by the way. Oh. If he tries to pick me up, I have DS. I could run to the boon potentially, or Killer Shack, which is better. Fine, I'll start recovering. I'll run to the boon and heal fully. He has Shadow Step as well, whoever put this boon, so... Wow, that's not really fair. It used up one of our, unless that's exponential, I'm not sure. But it seemed to have used up our freaking Distortion token, even though Shadow Step hides our aura anyway. Watch out, zombie. Yeah. Did they just... You guys... They just replaced the boom for no reason. If it is Shadow Step, he's gonna have a hard time tracking us here. There's no need to replace your boon if it's already in a good spot, and to me that was a good spot. And these guys have just let this gen go all the way down to 0 pretty much. What is this guy doing? Did he get vacuumed into the locker from doing the gen all the way over here? Zombie coming around that side. Alright, we're really on the time clock now. This gen's on nothing. Have they even done the main building gen? I thought that was pretty far along earlier. She tried to flashbang save, but it didn't work. Now I can immediately go for her, who's also on Death Hook. Just watch how I play, seriously, to know, like, how to stay alive for so long. I'm not waiting till the killer is right up on me to start running. I waited when I shouldn't have. We can try this thingy here. Oh, the freaking item! That happens every time, man. Why you place a chest right here when people need to window vault? It vacuumed me to the freaking chest. The guy with the boom must have died. What are you doing, my friend? So he's got a barbecue we saw earlier. I'm gonna do this so that that doesn't happen again. It's gonna take some time, but it makes this loop usable. Okay, she's got the boom. Why did you replace it earlier, though? That's my question. Stay on the gin. You can afford to get chased, by the way. I can't. What was that movement, man? Oh, I guess there was a pallet loop there or something. He's gonna hook her near me. Oh my god, I gotta get the heck out of here. She's doing that one. This girl can afford to sit on hook a while. Oh my god, they did never finish this one up here. We're just leaving gens to freaking go down to 0, man. Here's what I'm gonna do. He coughed. He freaking coughed. It's just like a beacon of sound to the killer, like, hey, I'm here. Got him. Yeah, you better not have hit me there. Pallet's gone here. Couldn't expect to run him forever. These guys are just way too slow on gens. If I switched to PC, I would definitely stay on, or not stay on controller, switch to keyboard. Because this game is not built for, controller. Hence, R1 being tied to like 40 different actions. When Pinhead first came out, you had a bunch of people vaulting into him over a pallet, slowly, because the same button to, the same button to vault the pallet is the same one to get rid of the chains. I liked what she tried to do there, but it didn't work somehow. The flashbang should have stunned the zombie. Maybe he has iframes in the middle of his attack. Because we all know iframes belong in this game. Yeah, this was Shadow Step, so the game robbed me of my distortion token even though Shadow Step was in play. Yeah, you could tell he didn't have Marvin's blood or anything like that. It took him way too long to get to tier 2. And he did have barbecue, and that's it. So that was Distortion, and as you could see, it didn't really do much. I mean, I guess it kept us more hidden than we would have been, and maybe that translated to us living longer, but nah, I don't think so. Because most of those games where we died, it was us getting one hooked and two hooked at the end, because we hadn't gotten chased like the whole time. So inconsequential perk, I would not run Distortion. Thrilling Tremors. It's an alternative to something like barbecue, where you can track which gens are being worked on and stuff. Basically, what this perk does is, after you pick up a survivor, all generators that are not being worked on at that moment are blocked by the entity, and they cannot be repaired for the next 16 seconds. Then they become unblocked, and then they can be worked on again. While they're being blocked, of course, they have the white auras on them. So if you have Thrilling Tremors, you pick someone up and you see a gen with a red aura that's unblocked, that means the survivors are working on it. And for some reason, this perk has a crazy cooldown of 60 seconds. This is not that powerful an event ability. I don't think it needs 60 seconds. 45 at most. I mean, there's been so many times where I pick up a survivor where my Thrilling Tremors was off by like 5 seconds or whatever. So you either gotta waste Thrilling Tremors or you gotta waste 5 seconds waiting for the cooldown to end. I think that's where this perk's shortcomings are at. And again, I don't think info perks on Killer are that good anyway, because what can you do with that info if you can't get the survivors down and they just rush gens too quick? But I'm gonna get into a match and see how this perk turns out. Okay, biggest map in the game. It gave her the speed up, didn't it? I saw you dead hard to the window. Thrilling Tremors activate. I'm humoring Pop this time, because it works kind of good with Thrilling Tremors. I get used to these throw arcs again, because I've been using the brown gloves add-on, which changes the bottle's throw arc. Thought she'd loop the shack like a normal person. I could get this jungle gym pallet out of the way real quick. Wasted pallet, good. Just missed. That got her, didn't it? She was just waiting there. Couldn't hear her. What in the world? And this doesn't count as picking up a survivor, does it? Oh, it does. These gens are blocked. So no gens were being worked on, I don't think. Okay. Three down for me. Thrilling Tremors is on cooldown, as I said. Of course. Can't believe she didn't throw that pallet though. She almost fell into our gas. Kind of a rip-off, not gonna lie. Rip-off. No. How did they almost get that, by the way? We can pop this gen again, hopefully before it gets done. They'll be dropping to the right, because they didn't want to run in the gas. Where's your rescuer at? I'm gonna have to drop that. Dang. You're gonna have to drop it. We just missed whoever that was. He's dead on hook, I think. Whoa. Wasted pallet. Thrilling Tremors, let's see what's being worked on. Just that one. They might get it done before we get there. And the main building gen. Oh my god. No, we don't make it now, because we... The heck is she? She made no sound from that gas. Dead hard to the window. You're so lucky. That was reactable. Aim dressed. That was completely my hit. Dude, do you want to stop exploiting and freaking use skill? Dude, how are they doing that? So stupid. Dude! Give me my freaking hit! Dwight's still not dead. Freaking ripoff, man. The chase lasted for like 30 seconds extra because of that stupid crap. The gin was being worked on. Let's at least get a pop in. There she is. We gotta find this freaking Dwight. Terrible play. No, the dev's idea of the clown's yellow bottles, or how they're supposedly supposed to be used, is a freaking joke. Because in their video they were like, you throw the yellow bottles to make the survivors want to go in unfavorable directions or whatever. Right, this building's freaking stupid, so I'm just gonna go to this gym, which the Dwight might be at. If we can't get him out, we're done. Thankfully, he just waited right here for us. Roll back. Oh, this game was so free. These guys played so badly at multiple spots. And now I can't hear his footsteps. It's freaking over. We can down him, hook someone else, maybe camp them, and then they die. That's the best we can ask for here. Because she's still on there. He just kept running. This is so stupid how long it's taking me to catch up to him. I got a flashlight, so I have to slug with the exploiter. Now he's under a freaking pallet. Of course. Did that even hit her? I can't hear. Couldn't hear her. No. I'm trying to follow the scratch marks. You've got to be careful now. They're healing. I've got to find them now. I might have heard them up top, I can't be sure. No, they're out now. She's just gonna drop. Wait for the dead hard. Hope she doesn't find Hatch. Gotcha. This should have been so much more than a 2K, I swear. Freaking exploiters, man. That was all because of her. She got like 30 to 40 seconds added on to freaking her chase because she was doing that flashlight clicking exploit. I was hitting her right on the freaking dot, but it was aim dressing me because she did the flashlight thing. These guys' perks weren't even that meta all around. It was literally just that one thing screwing me up. Unfair. Yes, thank you for saying I am good on controller. Instead of gaslighting me like everybody else. If I did play mouse and keyboard, it would take a little bit to adjust, but I've played mouse and keyboard games before. It's no biggie. It's not that the developers are survivor mains, it's just that they don't play their own game. Like, they are 100% ignorant of what is going on here. I've seen the developers play Killer like one time, and it was with a nerfed iridescent head Huntress. And someone was running up to unhook someone, and he clearly could have hook traded, but instead of doing that, he runs to like the other side of the map. And then waits for the guy to unhook so that he can let his hatchet fly and hit him across the map, instead of just doing it right then and there. I got ripped off by those scratch marks, by the way. Unless he vaulted down here. Yeah, they completely discontinued. Even though I was just following him. But like, what patch hasn't there been where they've updated perks and stuff, which hasn't had at least one change, which is like completely detached from reality? It's hard for me to come up with one on the spot right now, because I'm trying to concentrate, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, Pinhead nerf. What the heck? Roll back. Break this stupid thing. I took off pop because there was no point. I regressed those gens like a total of, what, at least 100% worth of a gen. And they still, at the very end, were like, ding ding, with the freaking, with the gens just going off that quickly. Sure, I'll just wait here. He ran into me. I say that I go against high caliber survivors who basically can't be beat because the game's so imbalanced in their favor. But I also go against guys that are just like that, who have like no skill whatsoever in looping. They just the gens go too fast, so they get out. Try to hear them through the walls. I haven't been paying attention to my save the best for last, I've just realized. I was going after the obsession, losing my stacks. Direct hit. Wraith might have been one of the #1 picked killers, but it's because he's pretty basic and he's a free-to-play killer, which is why it baffles me that he was in a good spot and then they nerfed him. They're like, that's not right, you should have to pay real money and stuff like that just to get the freaking good killers. But yeah, Wraith nerf, completely detached from reality, didn't need it at all. He wasn't that impressive before. Before they nerfed Deathslinger and Wraith, I played both of them a bunch. Was not impressed by Wraith at all. Because you have to uncloak to hit them and it slows you way down. The sprint burst he gets from coming out of cloak and the speed he is while cloaked, it just doesn't matter. If you went against smart survivors, you know that. Like they wait for you to uncloak and then they like run away from the loop or whatever because you can't even catch up to them still. Dropped. He probably gets to the pallet in time. Yeah. It would be interesting to play with old brutal strength just to see how fast you broke the pallets. Because I hear it used to be way faster because the base kicking speed was so slow. See how I have to like play around with the survivor who's standing in front of me and like do weird things with my camera just to hit them? That's because dead hard and bad field of view. Otherwise I would have swung right away. But because I'm traumatized from that last match, I didn't do it that way. She didn't unhook him for some reason, even though he was right there. He 4%'d off hook, like they needed that. Probably a bad use of sprint burst vaulting there. I forgot the pallet was still here. Why did she not use it earlier if it was here? Survivors can make the most confusing of plays but still get off scot-free. She should be slowed down. before she gets to the next loop, and... Nope, she made it anyway. Now to find the Jonah. No one's working on gens. Yeah, exactly. Deathslinger and Wraith were not that impressive before their nerfs. I mean, I guess a lot of people played Wraith, but that's because people just didn't know how to play against him. It's like a nurse or a spirit thing. Like, oh, OP killer that I don't know how to play against. What should I do? Instead of like using their head to find the very obvious counterplay. That's overcome he's got. I can hear him through the wall. Yeah. A smart survivor would have just waited at that corner and then reacted and vaulted to the window. I used to give Hatch occasionally, not anymore. I'll take all the kills I can get. Because I get undeserved Hatch escapes all the freaking time. That's what Hatch is, literally just a free escape. Because they happen to be the last survivor. It's got nothing to do with their skill or contribution to the team. Thanks for the good luck for the rest of my stream. I'm gonna need it, because that match was way too easy. So we're gonna go up in MMR and then face people we can't beat. What the heck was going on here? I mean... we get beat by a bunch of freaking 360 exploiters, and then we go against people running self-care in the age of Circle of Healing. I don't think they ever placed the boon down, by the way. They just had it on. Makes no sense. They chose to send us to Haddonfield. They're probably a 4-man survive with friends, so I'm glad I brought Maury and the pinky finger and all that good stuff. They're not here. They could be in a House of Pain. I don't even want to mess with it. They're up here. They're still up there. Took it away. And he tapped the gym. Where does scratch marks lead? That would have been awesome if he had just crouched in the corner like that. Yeah, House of Pain as I suspected. Can hardly tell where he is. Right here. We don't want them to know that I have this thing yet. I'm dressed. I hit him, not the pallet. Rip off. Now he knows what I'm going for. He just disappeared. The scratch marks discontinued completely. Direct hit. Right. They're up there now. Which Thrilling Tremors did not help, because we could just hear it. Rip off again. He's gonna try and block with BT. He did. Oh, that wasn't a direct hit, apparently. I tried to go up there all the way. He vaulted here. Right? Can't hear him. I'm not going to House of Pain. It's crazy how survivors can just run somewhere and you, like, literally can't follow them or you'll lose the game. Chest. Don't know why she's searching through it. These things aren't easy to hit, man. Just try it yourself. That's why people are so fake when they say, pinky finger needs a nerf just like iridescent head. It's a difficult bottle arc, difficult throw speed to work with. It's not the same thing. Not the same level of power. Of course. Okay, 3 down. Because you just cornered yourself up here. They'll tap that gen for sure. They did not. Deliverance, he'll have DS too. That's what everyone at this level does. Deliverance DS is like the cheapest thing in the world. Can't. Couldn't hear her footsteps. Got her. It wasn't a direct hit though, so it doesn't matter. Was that a direct hit? Dude. Wasted pallet. She's just gonna wait there. Dude, she barely slowed down. Oh my god, that was a direct hit. And she just kept running. Oh my god, dude. I can't even hear her. Nah, House of Pain and all the gens are done already. And everything's in my way, so I can't even see, can't even see the gate from where I was. He tried to dumb tech. No. It almost gave that to him. Free hit for no reason. Just let me get to this hook. I had to change plans on the fly. Window. It almost took that away from us. Got him. Gotta go back to her now. But because they're a 4-man, she'll be up instantly. I thought it was gonna give me rollback for sure. Please pick her up. How far did she crawl from me just downing her there? We've got to move quickly if we want to secure more than one kill. They haven't gone for that gate yet. I'll be running to the other thing. If we get there in time, we can catch them at a hook trade. I'm blocking you. This is our second hook. So we wait out BT, and then... That is so long, man. Get out of here, bozo. Barely scraping by with one kill because of a Mori, which could have easily been denied to us if I picked up and the person had DS. He got the speed up because my own ability does that for some reason. Freaking stupid. True Talent was right, the devs are creating monsters. Because the survivors have so much freaking power over the killers, it's just a free bully simulator for them. These guys didn't even have to put in any effort. She did have DS as well, so if I didn't have a Mori, that would have been 0 kills. Sad fact. So out of 3 matches, we had 1 where Thrilling Tremors made any significant impact. Because we actually had pop and the survivors were allowing us to use it. But even still, after getting multiple pops and knowing exactly where to put them, because of the information that this perk gave, 2 kills. So, everything you're seeing in videos like this is going to prove my point that information perks on killers just don't really matter that much. Stuff that is slowdown and other things like that also happen to give some amount of information, like corrupt intervention. Those are nice, but they're not solely information perk. So people trying to take down my arguments can sit on that a while. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this perk. It played out exactly as I thought it would, inconsequential perks for the survivors. And this is Daniel Master 87 signing out.